we would like to share our enthusiasm with you on the introduction of the Škoda Kushaq in India. You will hear directly from the top management at Škoda Auto, who are as charged up as you are on the new era for the Škoda brand in India. Mr. Hollis has been the most powerful and effective evangelist for the Škoda brand in India and has been implementing a long-term vision for the brand's success in the country. We also have a very special guest from Škoda Auto headquarters who cannot wait to share his thoughts on India. I would like to now invite Mr. Hollis, who is joining us from Škoda Auto headquarters at Mladá Boleslav in the heart of the Czech Republic. Thank you so much for being here.
Hello and namaste to all our dealer partners and our dynamic and experienced sales force spread across the country. Thank you for joining us today, and I hope all of you are well and excited as we gear up for the launch of a game-changing automobile. The excitement of India 2.0 began nearly 3 years ago as we embarked on a momentous journey. We worked at a record pace against all odds, despite the challenges from the pandemic. And here we are today, proud of what we've achieved with the Škoda Kushaq. All of this could not have been possible without the confidence we have received from you all, our dealer partners, who are as driven and invested as we are in the success of the brand. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Martin Jahn, who has recently joined us from the Volkswagen Group. As board member for sales and marketing at Škoda Auto, Martin will play a pivotal role in helping us develop India as one of Škoda Auto's key growth markets in the world. I look forward to working with Martin and with his support to strengthen our brand in India.
Thank you very much, Zach. Namaste and very warm wishes to all dealer partners and sales force in India from Mladá Boleslav. It's been over a year now that the whole world has been impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. The situation has been so uncertain and equally tough. India has been through a lot, and I hope that you and your families have been safe. The well-being of all of you and our colleagues in India has been a priority for me and my colleagues at the headquarters. Digital platforms have helped us connect during these times. This is an exciting time to be at Škoda Auto. Despite the challenging conditions globally last year, we regained our momentum rather early. Our values and philosophy and commitment to exceeding expectations are resonating strongly with consumers across the world. And with the Kushaq, I expect the same to happen in India as well. We have already received more than 130,000 hand raisers. Seems like a pointer to what the car is capable of. I can see very exciting times for Škoda in India, and the Kushaq will be a catalyst of change for the brand. We are targeting a space that is expected to grow by over 83% by 2029. The potential is huge, and we have the right product for it. So there is anticipation, eagerness, optimism, and a sense that we are at the helm of something big. With the Škoda Kushaq, we will be able to offer the legendary Škoda quality, outstanding European design, and simply clever engineering at competitive price, and that points to attracting a wider audience.
Thank you, Martin, for joining us today. I would now conclude by sharing my expectations with you, my fellow Škodians. Let's make sure that every prospective customer is given the experience of test driving this amazing vehicle. It is important the customer experience the powerful TSI engine, the brilliant driving dynamics, the connectivity features, and the quality the car offers. As we get ready to welcome many more customers to our showrooms, let us promise to cater to each customer with the equal attention and provide them with an amazing buying experience. And delivered with the same great passion as we've always done with my mantra. Thank you, and now back to the host.
We are already off to a good start as the Škoda Kushaq's stunning looks have attracted much praise. And a lot of credit for that has to go to Mr. Oliver Stefani, Head of Design at Škoda Auto, and his incredible team.
It's my pleasure to introduce design philosophy and highlights of the Škoda Kushaq, our first Škoda model for India, made in India. It was an amazing journey for all of us, from the concept vision into the Kushaq. On the beginning, we were inspired by India's tradition, diversity and beauty. We talked and met with a lot of people in India. Their emotions, reactions and how the car impacts their lives were important for us. The Kushaq is designed to show all what we learned. It combines tradition and modern dynamism. Together, something that reflects India as well as the Czech brand Škoda. We are proud of it because we have created a mid-size SUV that is typical Škoda, with its crystalline style, designed for India, with styling that resonates around the world. Škoda is the premium brand in India, and the Kushaq style has to reflect it. Design is one of the key factors for customers in India to buy a new car. Therefore, the Škoda Kushaq creates a lot of positive emotions.
So Ajay, why do you feel the car is made for India?
Well, Ranjit, this is an SUV which is tailor-made for India. You know why? Just look at its dimensions. It will tread along the Indian roads and the tight parking spots with utmost ease. With a ground clearance of 188 mm, the Kushaq gives you peace of mind and ensures that you can explore all your roads which have been left unexplored.
Ajay, would you elaborate on the cabin space?
Absolutely, Ranjit. With the compactness on the outside, there is no compromise in the interior. You have ample amount of space for you, your loved ones and their belongings. How do we do that? Remember, the Kushaq is made of what really matters. The magic here lies in the wheelbase. The Škoda Kushaq has a wheelbase of 2651 mm, offering ample legroom to comfortably seat 3 adults in the rear.
Ajay, what color options do we have in the Kushaq?
Well, we get 5 options, Ranjit, but as you all know, these are just an extension of our personality and the emotions. They really tell us what we stand for. So, the 5 options available are candy white, reflex silver, carbon steel and 2 signature Škoda Kushaq shades, which are the honey orange and the tornado red. Which one is your personal favorite?
Well, this one, the honey orange.
Great choice, Ranjit.
Now let's turn through the variants available. The Kushaq will be available in 3 variants: the Active, the Ambition and the top of the line style variant, with a combination of various engine and transmission options to choose from. At Škoda, we focus on giving customer great experience, and for this we follow the E to I approach. I'm sure all of you remember that. We start off from the exterior, moving on towards the engine, slowly escorting the customer towards the interior. We will follow the same approach in this one-of-a-kind virtual training. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to discuss the front design of the Škoda Kushaq now. Just have a look at it. It looks an absolute stunner. The Škoda Kushaq is designed in India, but its styling will resonate around the world. The Škoda Kushaq's exterior is strong, powerful and dynamic. Just have a look at it for a moment. It has a bold yet Škoda-like appeal to it. It has a lot of striking design elements in the front, like the power dome bonnet, like the Škoda signature grille and the LED headlight system. In all, giving it a premium European design theme. Let's discuss them one by one, starting with one of my favorite, the bonnet design. The power dome is accentuated with the character lines, and the side character line envelopes the bonnet, giving it a muscular look. The power dome progresses towards the Škoda logo, where our heart lies, and we take pride to discuss it with our customers. Progressing down, the Škoda signature grille is enveloped by the chrome element. It adds a nice bling to it. Moving to the side, the LED headlight is an absolute eye catcher. Come closer. When you look closely, you actually see the crystal design element it is inspired from. And you can see the Škoda crystal lighting emblem as well. It has a whole lot of functions that we will see now. Moving down is the fog light, which also works as a cornering light. And here is the honeycomb design element, which adds to a sportier stance. The chrome strip adds to the premiumness of the Škoda Kushaq. The front air dam with honeycomb design element is a beautiful character element to it. The silver skid plate is again one of my favorite design elements. It is sharp, it is aggressive, and it's road hugging. It sums up the front design pretty neatly. Now all of you are aware of Škoda's key eye to detail. That's quite visible, or should I say not visible, in the front wiper system. It is kept away from the driver's vision. Moving towards the top, the rain and light sensor gives you a peace of mind if you are entering a tunnel all of a sudden by switching on the headlights, or on a rainy day if a drizzle surprises you. Overall, all these striking front design elements will make you fall in love with the Škoda Kushaq.
Thank you, Ranjit. Ladies and gents, welcome to this side. The side is clearly the angle from where the sturdy demeanor of the Kushaq is clearly highlighted. With virtually no overhangs, this means that the car can take on any terrain with ease. It also helps to increase the interior space. Let's begin from the top. The practical yet stylish roof rails. These enhance the robust flavor of this SUV and also increase the athletic appeal during your adventure trails. The piano black panels on the B pillar and on the C pillar add a distinctive flavor as well as a touch of class. The chrome window garnish all across until the front ensures that the visual appeal is truly enhanced. You know, we Indians love chrome, and Škoda has given us a right amount of it. Moving on in the side profile, we have the 3 character lines. The most prominent one is the center character line, which goes all across and encircles the entire SUV. This truly shows its robust stance as well as gives it a dynamic character. What we also see here are the ORVMs with the integrated indicators. They come with a host of functionalities which includes electrical adjustment as well as folding in for safety. For example, when you're locking the car. Talking about locking and unlocking, let's take a look at the door handle with the entire strip of chrome along it. Also, pay attention to this switch here. Do you know what it is? Well, it's a part of a system called KESI. KESI stands for Keyless Entry, Start and Exit System. But what does it do? Let's say, for example, I have the keys of the car in my pocket. I walk towards it, gently press it, and I can unlock the door. The same can be done even when I step out and I want to lock the door. Isn't that interesting? Moving on, let's talk about my favorite part of the Škoda design. This is the Škoda design plaque, and you can see that its premiumness is accentuated by the piano black garnish and the chrome outlining around it. The Kushaq stands tall and strong on the road with its presence dominated by the 17-inch alloy wheels. Don't you agree with me that this increases the premiumness and the athletic nature of the car? Last but not the least is this cladding moving across the wheel arches and covering along the profile of the side. So, ladies and gents, I hope you enjoyed this part of the training. Please remember to demonstrate all of this when you follow the E2I approach. So that was about the side.
Hey Ajay, thanks a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, now we will discuss the rear design of the Škoda Kushaq. The rear design of the Škoda Kushaq is as appealing as the front. Thanks to the two-part crystal design tail light, it is now in line with the spirit in which all Škoda cars are designed. And the Škoda lettering at the back gives you a sense of pride. Let's start in sequence, starting from the top. The shark fin antenna, along with its function, also adds to the dynamism of the whole design. Moving further, the rear spoiler, with a seamless integration of the brake light, has a function but also adds to the character of the rear. Moving down further, the rear wiper helps you with the visibility and hence also in safety. Let's have a look at the tail light. The tail light extends in the tailgate, which is now a design element in all Škoda cars. Now, further moving down, let's discuss about one of the most important features, and that is the PDC, Park Distance Control. It has 3 acoustic warning sensors and a rear view camera. All this together gives you the confidence to maneuver your Škoda Kushaq. Now, I'm sure everyone who owns an SUV thinks about one thing in common, and that is outdoors. And when you think about outdoors, you think about boot space. Let's have a look at Škoda Kushaq's boot space. With its impressive long wheelbase, the Škoda Kushaq gives you a boot space of 385 liters. That's not it. Let's have a closer look. The Škoda Kushaq has a unique deep design. This ensures that even when the luggage is stacked up, you still have a good rear visibility. Now that's what I call that the Škoda Kushaq is made of what really matters. Along with this, it has 2 baggage hooks and 4 net hooks to keep all your things in place. The rear chrome strip on the tailgate further emphasizes the premiumness of the Škoda Kushaq. Now moving further, the rear diffuser helps in aerodynamics and completes the rear design. I'm sure now you believe the rear design is equally appealing as the front design.
Ladies and gents, welcome to the section on the engines and the drivetrains. So, at the heart of the Škoda Kushaq sits 2 engine options, the 1-liter TSI and the 1.5-liter TSI. TSI stands for turbocharged stratified injection. The focus of this TSI technology is accelerating power output and no compromise on fuel efficiency. Let's talk about the first one, the 1-liter TSI engine. The 1-liter TSI engine is a 3-cylinder engine generating a maximum power output of 110 PS or 85 kilowatt and an impressive torque of 178 Newton meters right from 1750 RPM all the way until 4500 RPM. Isn't that impressive? I hope you're making your notes, because these kind of details are really going to help you during the selling experience. Later on, when we go to the competition section, you will also see what the Hyundai Creta and the Kia Seltos have to offer. The 1-liter TSI engine, as quoted by some of our automotive friends, is punchy, energetic and enthusiastic. This engine can be mated to the 6-speed manual transmission or the 6-speed torque converter automatic transmission. They are both mated in perfect harmonization to make sure that you get the best driving experience. Moving on, the 1.5-liter TSI is available with 2 gearbox options. The 1.5-liter TSI is a 4-cylinder engine and generates a maximum power of 150 PS or 110 kilowatts. It's got a segment leading torque of 250 Newton meters, right from 1500 RPM to 4000 RPM. The steady torque, once again, is going to give you a thrilling driving experience. This engine is not going to let down any of the power-thirsty Škoda fans. The transmissions options available with this are either the new 6-speed manual transmission or the world-renowned 7-speed DSG automatic transmission. A very special feature about the 1.5 TSI is active cylinder technology. Do you know what it does? Depending on the power requirement, 2 of the 4 cylinders can be turned off to enhance the performance in terms of increased fuel efficiency and lowered exhaust emissions. Isn't that simply clever? You know, overall, both of these engines are focused on power and efficiency, and they clearly meet the Bharat Stage 6 emission norms. Here is a look at the powertrain options of the Škoda Kushaq. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the amazing interiors of the Škoda Kushaq. I'm sure you're going to get mesmerized during this section. It is very important to keep in mind what Mr. Oliver Stephanie has said. The interiors of the Škoda Kushaq are a good mixture of being human-friendly as well as high technology. The European feel of the car is clearly elevated by the use of right textures and good amount of quality which is in the interiors. Let's start. First up is the 2-spoke leather-wrapped steering wheel. Of course, it increases the premiumness inside and also it feels great to hold. It comes with a host of functionalities because it's a multi-function steering wheel, and on the left we have options for voice control, radio station changes and the volume. On the right we have options to swipe across different functions in the MID as well. And also you must have realized that we get these really plush looking chrome scrollers, and these chrome scrollers truly add to the beauty of this 2-spoke steering wheel. This is truly the jewel in the crown of the Kushaq. Next up is the cruise control lever. The cruise control function, once activated, helps to maintain the speed and not use the accelerator. It increases the convenience of the driver as well as it also ensures a better fuel efficiency. Not to forget, we also get the very sporty paddle shifters for your enthusiastic drive when you want to shift over to the manual mode. On the multifunction information display, you can see the 2 dials as well as the 3.5-inch monochrome TFT display. This gives all relevant driving data to the driver as well as information regarding telephone, vehicle status, driving data and the audio. It is truly world-class, and I'm sure that you all must be taking the prospects through every feature in the interior when you are accompanying them during the test drives as well. You know why I feel so comfortable in the Kushaq? It's because of these seats. I truly feel like a king. Just look at them. Black and grey package, and pay attention to the contrast stitching. You can also see these perforations across the seat. In a country like India, this is going to be really helpful. You know, this function is called the seat ventilation. It can be adjusted in 2 levels using this button. Next, what's going to catch your attention in the plush interiors is the dashboard, which is a combination of high quality materials and premium textures. Along with this, you also see the chrome package. Remember, we spoke about Škoda offering us a generous amount of chrome in the Kushaq. Take a look at this chrome line here in the center line and the chrome around the gear shift knob. The leather package is one of my personal favorites. I already told you about the 2-spoke leather wrapped steering wheel, the leather here at the gear shift knob, the leather under the central armrest and under the door armrest. Next up, the very useful feature in the IRVM is the auto dimming function. This function is particularly useful when there is glaring lights from behind. It can automatically dim and hence increases the vision of the driver as there is no impairment due to any glaring lights. Next, let's talk about a feature that India is crazy about. Yes, you guessed it right, it is the sunroof. Let me show you how to operate it. Manually slide the sunshade and we've opened the electrically operated sunroof. The buttons are conveniently placed on the center. It comes with a safety feature. I hope you saw what just happened. This bounce back features avoids any unwanted accidents while the sunroof is closing. Again, safety is at the center of everything we do at Škoda Auto. A theater-like sound experience is achieved in the Škoda Kushaq by the Škoda sound system. A total of 6 high-performance speakers, a subwoofer and an amplifier generate a power output of 340 watts. The subwoofer is placed in the trunk and the amplifier is placed under the co-passenger seat. Next up is the amazing first in the segment touch panel AC unit. You know what is so special about it is this slide function, which can be used for temperature and blower as well. Please remember, when we look at the competition zone, you will see who is really standing out. The Škoda Kushaq also comes with a wireless charging pad for your smartphones. Please ensure to know that the phone is capable of this feature before placing the phone. We also have a total of 5 power outlets, out of which I'm going to show you 3 of them here. We get 2 USB-C type ports in the front. Both these ports are capable of data transfer as well as charging. We also have a 12-volt power socket. Storage is very important and we have sufficient storage spaces in the Kushaq. Right from the jumbo box here the two cup holders, key holder, central console compartment, and the cup holders in the driver door and the co-driver door trims. Being simply clever is the essence of everything we do at Škoda Auto. Let me show you the Simply Clever features in the interior area. First up is the utility recess, the ticket holder, the sunglass holder, the silver scuff plates with the inscription Kushaq truly make it a sporty appeal and also protect to help the door sill area. So that was about the interiors. Now let's explore the world of infotainment, which is truly world class, and I am sure you guys are going to enjoy it. Let's start. With the Škoda Kushaq, the infotainment is truly world class. You know, once you experience it, you will fall in love with it. Let's take a look at what the Kushaq has to offer. We get the 25.4 centimeters touchscreen, and I'm repeating, complete touchscreen. This has a host of features and some of the first time features on any Škoda, which is the Škoda Play App Store. Let me take you through the infotainment and make you feel what it looks like, how to program certain functions, and also let's understand what is important to get online with this car. So here is a look at the home screen. As you can see on the home screen, it is divided into three major panels: the media, quick access, and the option to link your phones. As I swipe across, the next page gives me data about the driving information and any vehicle related data, which could be, for example, doors open or closed. Any notifications will also be published here. Last up is my personal favorite, the App Store. I will take you in detail with the App Store, the login process, etc. also. If you can see, it is very clear to understand that pressing this button takes me to the home page. And on the extreme left, I have a button bar which has options for the phone, music or media, power off, the App Store, and the volume. On the right, I have the buttons as well, but again, the virtual buttons to turn on and off the ESP or have a look at the quick settings. Another interesting feature is the quick access. There are three options of attaining the quick access. Let me show you how do you get this. So I long press on quick access and I have three different functionalities here. This is primarily chosen for what is more useful for you. So there could be someone who wants the dashboard on top, and there could be someone who wants a tuner or a radio on top. So depending on your preferences and the likings, you can choose which quick access you would like to have. I'm sure you already know that one of the major and important features is the wireless Android Auto or the wireless Apple CarPlay, which comes in the Škoda Kushaq, and this will be displayed under the two tabs here when the phone is connected. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto helps to connect with the infotainment system without the hassles of messy cables. Let's get into some more details now. The quick settings. Under the quick settings, you will see a panel of options which could, of course, help you to access the settings quickly, but also some very new features which are exclusive to the Kushaq at the moment. The first one I would like to take you through is profiles. You know, the car may be used by the guests or different members of the family, and different members have different preferences. They could use the profile function and set different profiles for themselves. Let me show you. As you can see, the quick setting has the very frequently used options and two very important features which are known as the profile and the valet mode. In the profile, you have an option of creating 3 different profiles for different family members or friends who may use the car, so you can save your convenience settings. This can be locked with a pin as well. Any non-safety related settings, for example, interior brightening settings, sound settings, radio station settings, these can be saved in your individual profiles. So every time you get into your Kushaq, just choose your profile and the vehicle is programmed for you. Next up is the very interesting valet mode. Let me explain this to you. The valet mode is used when you want to hand over your car to the valet or a chauffeur whom you don't want to operate the infotainment screen. You can create a 4-digit PIN, lock the infotainment, and be rest assured that no one can enter into the infotainment screen without knowing the 4-digit PIN. Let me show you how it's done. I will set a PIN first. Now, you see I have set a PIN and the infotainment is locked. I cannot enter into the valet mode or the infotainment screen without the right 4-digit PIN. I will now enter the PIN and show you that the infotainment will be back in action. Here it is. Isn't that simply clever? Apart from the profile and the valet mode, there are different subdivisions which are very useful in the infotainment system. Let me take you through some of the most important ones. The first one being the system. Under system, all options for Bluetooth or phone, audio, display, Wi-Fi, etc. can be set or programmed as per your liking. Another very important option in the quick settings is the car menu. Here, everything with respect to the settings in the car are programmed. Let me give you an example. I take the option of instrument cluster. These are all the informations which can be programmed to be shown in the instrument cluster. I can turn them on or off. I choose what I want to see. Next up is the media. Any setting with the media can be made using this option. Again, individualization and your own preferences are given the maximum focus in the Kushaq. After this, one of my favorites, and I am sure it's going to be your favorite as well, is a key USP of the Kushaq. That is the Škoda Play App Store. Let's get into it. Once I click on apps, you can manage the apps over here. Now, to enter the App Store, please click on this option and you see that you have an App Store, but I don't have any apps shown right now. Now, why is that? Because to enter the App Store, you need to log in to an account. How is this done? Please click on the apps icon. Here, it shows you two options to log in. One is using the OTP and one is using this QR code. Let me explain you about both these login options. When the Škoda Kushaq has the connectivity dongle already programmed into the car, you can use the login with OTP. Your mobile number is already programmed with the dongle. click here, enter your mobile number, you will receive an OTP, feed it in here, and you can enter the App Store. However, there could be users who may not choose to use the connectivity dongle, but they can still use the App Store. How do you do that? Have a look. As you see this QR code here, you can use your mobile phone, scan the QR code, it shows a link to create an account, create the account with an email address and click on login. Once you click on login, enter the email address, the password, and you're into the App Store. Isn't this simply clever? The more and more you explore the infotainment screen, you will realize that this is truly something what we really want. Because remember, the Kushaq is made of whatever really matters. I'm sure once you explore the car on your own, you will have a lot more confidence when you're demonstrating it to our valuable guests as well. Being capable of playing different media formats and also having the inputs of the USB ports in the front, this gives an added advantage. Once again, please remember that the Android Auto and the Apple CarPlay can be paired wirelessly to this infotainment system. And make a note to have a look at the competition section in a little while, and you will realize what is so special about the Kushaq. So that was about the infotainment system, and we will soon have a look at our next module. Another feature in the field of connectivity of the Škoda Kushaq is using the My Škoda Connect app. I'm sure you guys know about it. This app is very useful to track your car, to get its vital information, to create geofencing, time fencing, get your trip details, etc. Let's have a look at it. The rear of the Kushaq is super comfortable. As you guys must have already guessed, I'm a pretty tall guy, 6 feet 3 inches to be precise. What I have done is I have set the front seat as per my setting, and I have just taken a nice comfortable seat at the rear. Look at the legroom. I'm getting sufficient legroom here. As you guys already know, that we have not compromised on the interior space. It's very evident from this. I have very good under thigh support as well. So I'm going to enjoy it when I'm sitting on the rear as well. Let's take a look at some of the other features sitting here at the rear. Here are the two AC vents. I've got two USB-C type ports for charging. And if I'm charging my mobile phone, I can place it here in the mobile phone pockets behind both the driver and the co-driver seats. Also, safety as usual is at the center of everything we do. So we get the 3-point seat belts at the rear with 3 headrests, a very comfortable central armrest with 2 cup holders, a bottle holder in the door trim on either side for both doors, and we also have the 60-40 split for the rear seat. This is definitely going to be useful when you're going out on your adventure trips with a little bit of extra baggage. The rear seats is also equipped with the ISOFIX mounts and the top theater behind the seat. The rear is an exceptionally fun place to be, and I'm feeling extremely premium here. Wow, I am truly mesmerized by the interiors of the Škoda Kushaq, and I'm sure you are as well. Please remember to demonstrate all of these features while you are escorting your guests through the car in the E2I approach. Next, let's talk about what is standard in every Škoda. It's the high level of safety. Safety is integral for every Škoda model right from its time at the drawing board. The essence of safety comes from a well-tuned chassis, a strong body, and a host of active and passive safety systems. We at Škoda are doing our best to ensure that you and your loved ones are safe at all times. Let's talk about the features of the safety system. The Škoda Kushaq is equipped with 6 airbags. 2 at the front, 1 for the driver and 1 for the co-driver. 2 at the side and 2 curtain airbags, 1 on either side. Next comes a first in segment feature. Can you guess what it is? ESC. Yes, you heard it right. ESC is standard across the Škoda Kushaq in all the variants. Please remember to use this important information while interacting with your guests. Now, let me tell you a little bit about ESC. Of course, it's a stability control system. It has a lot of functions under it. Let me name them for you. ASR, MSR, ABS, HHC, MKB, EDL and XDL+. I hope you guys made a note of it. Shall I repeat it for you? Okay. ASR, MSR, ABS, HHC, MKB, EDL and XDL+.